Good morning. It's a beautiful day in Haines Junction,
Yukon.
Yukon. Welcome to our final episode of our Yukon adventures. So far on our trip, you've seen us explore the Alaskan Highway, pan for gold, and tour the city of Whitehorse. Today, we're waking up at Kathleen Lake and are ready to explore the wildest part of the Yukon. Good morning. Our first stop today is at the Kluane Park Information Center / Cultural Center / Haines Junction Information Center. It's kind of the all-around visitor center for everything in the area. We came here because we had to register ourselves to do our backpacking trip that we're planning to do tonight. You have to pre-register. They go through a bunch of stuff like bear safety, leave no trace, water filtration, just to make sure you don't die out there. And they also have things to fill out for like emergency contacts. Because it's so big, they want to be able to find you and be able to search for you properly. I think that's kind of the gist that I'm getting here. People who work here are super knowledgeable and really nice. You can tell they love doing the stuff that we're about to do too. So they're like really excited for us. I'm also very excited. So now we're just gonna go through Haines Junction and then pack up and get ready to go on our backpacking trip. Our next stop in Haines Junction is a place called Village Bakery. Every person we've talked to in Whitehorse has highly recommended this place, telling us everything we need to get. So we're very excited to try their cinnamon buns, and that was kind of it. Ice cream, I think, is what we were told.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so. No ice cream for breakfast today, so we're gonna try some baked goods. Glaciers have formed the landscape of this area for thousands and thousands of years. So we're about to see something called a rock glacier, which I don't really know what it is, and the signs here don't really say too much about it, but we're about to see a rock glacier. So let's go find out what that is. Have you ever seen so much nothing? Of course, once we get to the end, it starts to rain. So this is it. This is a rock glacier. The rock is basically left from the glacier that has melted previously. It's considered an inactive glacier because it's no longer ice. But if we continue up on St. Elias Mountain, we can actually climb to the active glacier, which is still ice. But it hasn't been quote unquote active in a few centuries now, this section at least. But it's really beautiful, really weird. Never seen anything like this before.
Made it to our trailhead. It's early afternoon. Time to pack up and hike in.
Kind of just getting ready here. This is our standard issue bear can, I guess you could call it. Has all our food, and then we have this lock. You put everything that has an odor or smell inside your bear can. You basically just don't want to lure a curious bear towards you. And using the Bermuda Triangle, you'd also keep your either bear hang or bear can far away from where you cook and far away from where you set up camp and sleep. We're in bear country, so they take it very seriously because bears are very dangerous, but also we love them, so we want to protect them and also protect people. So we want to live together harmoniously without putting each other in danger.
Does singing make it feel better?
Singing lets the bears know that I love the Beatles.
You know, some people like to go into the woods to get away from all the noise. Other people bring the noise. It's also important.
Trying to be bear aware.
It's also important to make noise every now and then so that bears know that you're there and you don't sneak up on them and surprise them. Which, how do you surprise an apex predator?
They have really good smell, but we don't know about their hearing.
Oh, they got like tiny little
ears.
Cute little fluffy bear ears.
You're cute. I like your outfit.
My toque matches my sweater.
You look like a cartoon character.
Thanks.
That's just how nice your outfit is. man.
That's some furry poop.
So we just came across some furry scat.
Oh, giving them a show.
Oh.
We just made it to camp for the night. There are some tent platforms. We're just hanging out by the lake right now. And
We're tired. It wasn't a bad hike. Still tired.
yeah, but payoff is good. Really pretty lake.
Hi. Do you want to take us through the amenities?
Oh yes, let me give you a tour of the place. Over here, we have our beautiful tent pad. Has all of your tent needs. Over here, we have our very fancy, modern, reclaimed wood bench. Fits 4 people comfortably, maybe 5 if you're friendly. And last but not least, we have the view. As per the Bermuda Triangle, we ate here, and there's a bear hang there, but we have the cash, so Tom's gonna take it a little bit further because he said that this is not far enough, even though I think it's far enough. Did you leave it upside down?
I did.
Okay. By the way, we're going to sleep, and the sky looks like that.
It is currently 8:30 and we're getting ready for bed, but it is clearly still daytime.
And that's why the trees agree in advance. If they don't bloom every year, then the herbivores cannot count on them.
It's about 9:30, and as you can tell, it is still bright as ever, but we're gonna try to get to sleep and be up early tomorrow. So, good night. I don't think we've ever gone backpacking and it hasn't rained. So, true to form, we're waking up to some rain today.
Let's get wet. Considering it rained most of last night and we got a nice dry spot, but we're surrounded by clouds again. We're gonna hike out and try to take advantage of the dry and then have breakfast at our car. Okay, that's it. Thanks, Lake St. Elias. It was really nice to meet you. It was a fun night. We're gonna head out. As much as we would usually like to hang out for breakfast and stuff, the clouds look angry, so we're gonna leave. There is a rainbow though. Isn't there always a rainbow? Aww. Let's go. We're back at the visitor center and we're here to return our bear cash and also deregister. If you don't deregister, they will send a search party out looking for you and also charge you $100 for not returning the bear canisters. They also charge you the cost of the search party. So deregistering, returning your stuff is very important because it could be very costly, or you could be dead and get charged money. So it's a no-win situation. We made it to the north end of Kluane National Park. We're closer to Kluane Lake now.
Kluane Lake is the largest lake in the Yukon territories. You can see it behind me. We're just at the start of it here. This region is home to the Kluane people, hence where Kluane Lake and the Kluane National Park got their name. The coolest thing that I'm seeing is that there's actually a desert forming and expanding into the lake. So, for the last little bit, we've been making our way up Sheep's Creek. Should be our last hike for the day. It's nice so far.
Kluane facts, just to try to give you some perspective on the size of these mountains and of this park. This range spans through 2 different countries, 2 provinces, 2 national parks, and 2 provincial parks. It contains thousands of mountains, the tallest mountains in North America by far, the tallest mountain in Canada, Mount Logan. 17 of the 20 tallest mountains in North America are found in this national park, and 20 mountains over 4,200 meters tall, followed by an additional 20 mountains over 3,600 meters tall, and then hundreds of mountains over 3,000 meters tall. This park is huge. Also found in Kluane National Park is Mount Logan, the tallest mountain in Canada and the largest massive in the world. So we got that one. Massif, which is a cluster of peaks as opposed to one single peak. Kluane National Park and specifically the St. Elias mountain range are home to the only non-polar permanent ice field. So the ice here dates back to the last ice age and has never melted. It's still here. It's the same ice, and it's the only place other than the Arctic or Antarctica that you can find year-round ice sheets.
We're staying in town tonight, Haines Junction, and we are trying a place that was highly recommended to us, again, by people we met in Whitehorse, which is called Frosty's. It has burgers, ice cream, a lot of other like comfort foods, and it's apparently a very popular stop, so we're gonna have that for dinner.
So we got burgers. I got buffalo.
I have a normal bacon cheddar burger. I'm hungry. What'd you get?
Hot dog Sunday.
Hot for Sunday.
We've had a busy morning. We basically repacked the Jeep a little bit and head straight out here to Whitehorse. Did some errands, refilled some water, got some gas, and then we got some coffee from Baked, which is another local coffee spot. And now we're going to head to Carcross, and from Carcross we're going to basically take the Alaska Highway and head back south and home, sadly.
All right, let's do it.
Slight detour off of the Alaska Highway, a little south of Whitehorse. You've got the town of Carcross and the famous Carcross Desert. Interestingly enough, it's not actually a desert. Deserts are defined by the amount of precipitation and the arid landscape. This, however, is the remnants of a glacial lake. So there used to be a glacier, then it melted, then it flowed away, and this is what was left. When glaciers are formed, they're formed little at a time. And then as the snow falls and the wind blows over the mountain, it brings sand and silt from the mountains and drops it in the glacier. You know, as it's growing, you saw in the rock glacier, things get stuck inside. Now, when it melts, the things don't melt with it. And that's how we end up with piles and miles of sand and silt just piled up, kind of seemingly in the middle of nowhere. But really, this used to be, you know, a 3-kilometer tall glacier with nowhere to put its stuff, so it just left it behind.
And just like that,
We're back in British Columbia. And with that, we hope you really liked our Whitehorse and Alaska Highway video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out our Instagram, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
bye. Thing about mountains is that they tend to go up.
Cover my cookies.
She's very short arms. Traveling's messy.
It's easy to pack up all your stuff when all your stuff is already in your car.